energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
So Super Strikers would be playing the Mustangs. JNS Mustangs versus SVKM Super Strikers. Super Strikers, again, they are playing their third match on this ground in the space of 4-5 days. We are coming to the last phase of this league matches. International School Darts Tournament Season 5.0. Mustangs in blue versus a team in a combination of yellow and blue and black. Yes, all set. So Viraj would be facing Rohit. SVKMs versus JNS. Oh, that's beautifully bowled by Rohit. Viraj and Tarun, the opening batters for SVKM, they have been quite successful in the matches which they have played. These two guys play a lot together, and they have been successful on this ground. They have tasted some success on this ground. Viraj and Tarun. Rohit bowling a very good line. Very good opening bowler. New ball bowler. We need to have a bowler. Every team needs to have a bowler who has some raw pace in it. Rohit seems to be one of them. Making use of that new ball, bowling that ball in the right areas. Most importantly, is pitching the ball up. He's not putting it short. That's nicely bowled. That's an opportunity. That would be wicket number 1. Oh no, he has dropped it. He did everything right and just dropped it. That's beautifully bowled. The line was brilliant. So twice there were opportunities to get a wicket. A catch being dropped, run out was there on offer. 1 over and 3 runs. So it would be Viraj versus Jairaj. Jairaj to bowl to Viraj. JNS Mustangs versus SVKM Super Strikers. Last match of today's Saturday. Will this match bring us some entertainment? Will this match give us a close contest? That's the only question to be answered 40 overs of entertainment, 40 overs of 2020 cricket under lights in this beautiful venue of Somaya. That's nicely bowled. Good control bowling. Both these openers seem to be bowling the ball in the right areas. The opening bowlers are their strength. Let's see whether the Mustangs have it in them when it comes to batting as well. Super Strikers versus JNS Mustangs. Crucial match for both the teams. Every team gets actually 3 matches to play. We have 7 groups of 4 teams each. So 28 teams are participating in this. Quarterfinals, semi-finals would be played on this ground. And the finals would be played on DY Patil Pune. What a shot! This is cracking shot. 4 runs into that cow corner region. Brilliantly done. 4 runs to Viraj. That's how you play in your power play. Enough of those WW shots. You just use them, muscle them at times, power the shots, make use of the fielding restrictions, play some delightful strokes within the gaps. At times, try and manufacture and fabricate and engineer those shots. That's what he did. This was smacked into that cow corner region. Slightly uppish when it was into the pixel circle, but it was racing away towards that boundary. That's the first boundary of the innings. First boundary for Viraj, first boundary for the Super Strikers. SVKM Super Strikers. Sri Vile Parle Kelwani Mandals. They've got a lot of teams, 4 teams in fact. And all the teams have been performing well, this team. That was a quick short pitch delivery. Chin music for the batter. No bowler likes to be hammered, and even that too cross batted into that cow corner region. New ball bowler, just showing his unhappiness with that quick short delivery, putting a lot of shoulder into it. But he would still be good enough to, if he pitches the ball up, that would be good for his team and his own. And what a shot again! This is 4 again. Not bad a ball at all, but the shot selection, shot making was brilliant. That was an opportunity to. This has been an over which we saw a couple of boundaries. We saw two short pitch deliveries. That's good end to the over. Viraj comes back on strike again, courtesy that leg by of the last delivery. That was quick. What a shot that is. You need a fire and few shots in between. They are playing some good shots. It is Tarun this time. Viraj was the one who hit those wonderful, delightful strokes into the cow corner region. It was Tarun who plays into that point region. Oh, that's an opportunity, but that would be a steepler. A good effort. Did everything right, but couldn't hold on to it. Not bad at effort. It's not easy to take this catches under light. Remember, these guys do a lot of work into their cubicles. Most of the time, they are in front of the screen, their computers, their laptops, the mobile phones. It's not easy to sight the ball. So you're used to some other devices as well. And these guys are not in their teens anymore. Remember, it's a dance tournament, so most of them are going to be 35 plus. But they're doing a fabulous job when it comes to being athletic, being agile, being showing some energy on the ground, and they are playing for their passion for the love of the game, and they are enjoying this over here. Tarun is on strike now. What a shot! This is up and over. Wonderfully done on the rise. Great shot. That would be the shot of the day for me. In fact, of this match, not of the other matches I'm talking about. Rohit, his first over was a productive one, gave away just 3 runs. That was quick. Rohit showing some aggression. Hitting the stumps direct, but the batter was well in. That's very well bowled by Rohit again. He isn't happy if he was hit for a boundary, and he has bowled with double pace. Thank you. 3 overs and 23 runs. What a shot. This is cracker of a shot. It will bisect both of them. What a shot. There were two fielders, one in cow corner, one in the widest long on. Both had absolutely no chance. They were just few meters away. One towards his left, one towards his right. And it just went like a tracer bullet. This is super stuff. Late into the night, we were expecting a mundane match, a boring match, but this is going to be a good contest. Some good bowling and some prolific hitting by these opening batters. Oh, this is beautiful. What a shot this is. The previous one was butchered. This one was delicately done like a surgeon over there. strength and muscle into the mid-wicket region. Then that delicate touch of the hips. This was Sachin Tendulkar's way of scoring those runs off the hips. He just enjoyed that touch. See, he's just shadow practicing that one. That was pure reflexes. But the pace on the ball helps you to get those shots. There is some good bowling, but there is some aggressive batting. Jairaj versus Viraj. Viraj it is. It's a very unique table, this Group G. JNS Mustangs, they have played 2-1-2, they are on 4 points. SVKM is a strong contender even. They have played 2-1-1 and lost 1. So if they happen to win this one, Mustangs would be on 4 points, SVKM Super Strikers would be on 2 points. And in the last match, if Green Lawns win the match, they also would be on 4 points, which will make this very interesting. For both these teams, this is their final match. This is the match where they can make their impression. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. For JNS Mustangs, it's a clear thing. They win, they qualify. Because they would be having 3 wins. As simple as that. But if they happen to lose this one, 2 teams would be on 4 points each. Also, if Green Lawns win tomorrow, they will also be on 4 points. But Green Lawns may have not won those matches with a clear, proper difference of run rate. Because SVKMs are on number 2 spot right now if they are playing. Now, if they win, they would be slightly higher than Green Lawns. It's a very important match for them. Nicely bowled. Remember, these are 7 groups, 28 teams, 56 matches, quarterfinals, semi-finals on this beautiful venue of Somaya Grounds in Sine, and the finals, the 4 finals would be played at DY Patil Pune. Oh, that's a chance.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
So 31 they have got in 4 overs. That's good going. Rohit continue. What a good shot that is. Straight to the fielder. This is a good match. Mustangs are putting up a good show. The team in this blue outfit against the team in blue, yellow and black. This is going to be a good contest. I thought it's going to be a boring, mundane match, but this Saturday will sizzle. Because this match will decide which team will go to the next stages. This is a very crucial match for JNS Mustangs. Clear for them. They win, they qualify. But SVKMs have a opportunity. If they win and they win by a good margin, they topple the run rate of JNS. And even if Green Lawns wins tomorrow, oh, this is smashed. This is shot of anger. This is one bounce into the fence. In fact, it has gone all the way. Just for a second, I thought he hasn't connected it well. He smashes it. SVKM have a very strong bonding actually. Whenever they come to play, it's not just the players who come. There are a few other extras also who come. The 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players coming together. Their families are there at times. So they have a very strong unit, these teams. All the SVKM teams, they come along with their coaches at times, they come along with their families, they come along with the whole set. And it is always good to see when the players, they're not in their dugout, they come ahead and watch the game. But this is one strong unit, you can see. That's good to see. But they are up against a very strong JNS Mustangs teams, which has done well in this tournament. That's nicely turned away. Good calling between these two. Viraj and Tarun have got the understanding going. He has just gone on from Chembur to Tilak Nagar when you talk about stations. Viraj comes on strike. He has looked prolific. He has got some wonderful boundaries for himself and his team. And both Viraj and Tarun have looked good. This is interesting. We are into the fifth over. Rohit is bowling a third over in concession. Let's see whether he gets a wicket. That's quick. That was right length. But that's smart batting. If you don't get a boundary, tap, take a single, go to the other end. It's not always about hitting boundaries of every ball. It's consolidating an over. If you get a boundary, after that you get ones and twos, it makes a 10 runs over. Getting boundary of every ball will open up those opportunities for the opposition to get your wickets. And once you're out, those 10 good balls are needed to dislodge the whole team. So no point hitting every ball. Get a boundary, get another boundary if you can. Otherwise, get singles and consolidate the over, get 9, 10, 8. Also, even if a dot ball comes in between, not an issue. You get 8, 9 runs per over. And always watch out for that ball where you can score those boundaries off. That's how you build an innings today. Viraj, he gets a single. In fact, Tarun gets a single. Viraj comes back on strike. Both the batsmen equal height. Viraj is slightly healthier and he's putting a lot of weight behind the shots. Tarun is a wiry character who actually tries to get his shots by some quick backswings. But this guy, Viraj, has played some delightful strokes. He puts a lot of meat behind the shot. We are into the fifth over. It has been some good bowling, but batsmanship has been slightly better. Oh, what a shot. He's just smashing them. He's not connecting them. He's not hitting them. He's trying to smack the ball and send it to that playing arena in that skating where the kids are playing. In fact, they have gone home now. Cricket is the only sport which is being played now right now. Kids have gone home. They have school tomorrow. In fact, they don't have school tomorrow. They have a wonderful Sunday to enjoy tomorrow. These guys, instead of being with their families, they are with an extended family where they're playing with their mates. And this is good. These concepts are good. Where their kids are in school, they know each other. The dads get to know each other. And that becomes more such set of people who have similar likings coming together. Yeah, 41 runs. That's a wonderful shot. 4 runs. This is some brilliant batting. Left arm around the wicket, in fact over the wicket. The ball just kept little low. This pitch has been brilliant one to bat on. The ball has come nicely. In fact, it has got a good steep bounce at sometimes when the bowlers are bending their back. So every time there is a good height on the ball bounces well. More are the opportunities for you to score runs. It used to happen to the Indian cricket team. They used to find it difficult to play shots at different places where the ball used to bounce a lot. But players like Sehwag, players like Shubman Gill, they love the bounce. In fact, he should be in the Indian cricket team. The way he plays the short ball, Shubman Gill. And this guy, he is trying to make men's. They're scoring very beautifully. That's the last over of the power play, and they're trying to maximize it. They might get a 50 in first 6 overs, which is brilliant going. The best part about their innings is they haven't lost a wicket. So JNS Mustangs are doing a great job of bowling tight lines, but this team, Svkm'S, are slightly better today with their brilliant batting. And shots like this. What a shot down the ground. That would be 4 runs. Showing that intent. When nothing was happening, the bowler was bowling so tight lines and bowling into that good length area, skipping down the ground, marching down the ground, hitting the ball straight down the ground, gets him those 4 runs. Virat's on 28 now, and Tarun has given him good company. He's on 20. So both the batsmen sharing strike, sharing the scoring as well. So we can call it a 60-40 when it comes to taking the responsibility. That's not bad because Viraj has got 60% of the strike. Mustangs have a very healthy run rate of 2.70. But this is smashed again. That's a 50 for the team. That's a 50 for their nice brotherhood being showed over there. Tarun and Viraj. 50 partnership. Getting a power play without loss, that's always good. Every time a commentator says that, you get a wicket on the very next ball. I hope that doesn't happen because these two guys are providing us with a lot of entertainment. So let their batting continue. Let the entertainment continue. But the bowling has been good. They deserve a wicket. But for that drop chance, they could have got one man down. They could have got the scoring down. One brings two, they say. Let's see. Left armer. That's beautifully bowled. Oh, what a good run that is. Played with soft hands and just taken that single. 51 runs at the end of over number 6. So the score's 51 at the end of power play. This is the best power play of the day. Of those 3 matches which you have seen, this team has done well without losing a wicket. Svkm'S have done a fine job. But the bowling has been good. They have bowled in the right areas, but the batsmanship, I say, has been slightly better. But Jimmy is a good bowler. He can provide you with that breakthrough. Not that the other bowlers were bad, but he can give you that breakthrough, Jimmy. He can bowl quick. Oh, that's what I was talking about. He is their potent weapon who can get you that breakthrough. This is a very important clash because this is a clash which will decide which team is going to go and play. And a tussle which both the teams would be aware of. That's the reason they are putting their best foot forward. These teams are not an easy nut to crack. These guys are putting their best foot forward and trying to claim their position for the next round. That's nicely done. Good quality. Oh, he just slipped. I hope he's fine. The format is such that every team only once gets into the tangle of playing at night under lights. So every team gets an opportunity to play a day match, and the format or the schedule is such place that no team gets into the place where they get to play 2 night matches, so that the dew is not a factor. So that's very nice. Whoever has scheduled that, Truth has to be accredited for that fairness to get only 1 match. The highest batters for this tournament, Ojas Mehta, who got the century in the first match. In fact, these are credits of just 3 matches, remember. And Ojas was not out in one of the matches even. 191 he has got. Vishal Miglani with the brilliant 99 today has got himself into that second position. He's on 180, and this tops. Rohan has been brilliant. Number 3, Rohan has been a fantastic performer when it comes to batting and bowling. Also, Ryan Rodrigues, 161, very close. And Asghar Khan is a superstar of that tournament. His name you would find everywhere. He must have a separate cabinet for prizes or the man of the match or man of the series or best batsman awards of Zooters. A full compartment would be filled by this man. So he has got 155. Vinod Giri has been SSS's prime bowler, 10 wickets. Nitish Jugaad 6. Nilay, today he was keeping, so oh, what a shot that is, smashed. That would be 4 runs written on it. Fantastic shot. Nilay Shah, who was keeping today, he couldn't get an opportunity to pile on a few extra numbers on it. Nisar got 6, Nishant got 6, and one man who has got just 5 on his first match, on his debut match, was Mohit today. Also, so today's highlights were Vishal Mignani's 99. Yeah, and how many fours we got? We got 993 sixers. We got 8,234 runs in this week, 884 boundaries, and 418 wickets, 65 ducks, 9,091 runs. 50s we got 41. So it's been raining sixes and boundaries and centuries being scored. This is brilliance. No balls 46 also would be a matter of worry. Catches 206, and 450 players have participated, and 88 times a player has got 25 or more. Because when you talk of T20, 30s are considered to be 50s. So good stats. All records been kept, and you can see them on Zooters official of cricket clubs, where you get all those numbers. Zooter.org you go, and you will get all those details. These small nitty-gritties will help you to understand, introspect wherever you're going wrong, and work on your strengths and also work on your weaknesses as well. So if you're good in a special case, you need to consolidate it. If you're stronger or weaker in a particular area, you need to work on it. Or there is some good analysis being put over there. How many catches being taken, no balls and wide. So every team will go back home, look at those figures, analyze themselves. Oh, that's nice. Statisticians, they reveal a lot. Mustangs are 2.71 when it comes to. So it's a tournament where we have 27 teams. So roughly around, if you multiply 27 by 11, it's around 300. So that is exactly what we're talking about, 307, 11 players. But we have some extra players which play in the squad. So 450 players are playing in this tournament. One player has got a 5-wicket haul. That was today. And that was Mohit on his debut match. 4 wickets, 11 players have got 11 times. So that's good. Hat trick, we are yet to see a hat trick. So many times we got people on hat trick. That's beautifully turned away. This is good bowling, some controlled bowling after the first 6 over of madness of power play. They have got the field spread out and they have got control and a lid on the scoring of boundaries. That's gonna happen once the field gets opened out. But this is a ground where Vishal Miglani was talking to him at the end of the match. He says, I like playing on this ground because this is a ground you can play a proper innings where you can get those ones and twos. Every other ground you play, the ball just skids away for a boundary or something. So either you get a one or a boundary, which is never good to in cricket. Here is a ground we can get those ones, twos together, play a proper innings and go along. So he enjoyed that stint of playing for those 20 overs. So that's what makes this venue special. You actually feel like playing on a proper venue of 65, 60 yards boundary, evenly distributed on all sides, and a wicket which is true and nice, which is not harmful, and also a wicket which is not too slow or not quick or not zooting away, and also not scooting away. That's what is more important. So this is a place where you can enjoy this kind of cricket. These players are amateurs, but at times they are putting some performances just like a proper professional A grade proper players playing for some Ranji side or something at times. So you can see those, and most of them are 40, 45 plus. You saw one of the players who was 50 plus in one of the teams of Utpal Warriors. Weekly, this week, Vishal Mignani is topping the charts with 99 runs. Mohit, today was his first match. The youngster got 5 wickets. The young dad, I would say. Anshul, he came along with his son on the other day and he got 4 wickets. And his son was very happy. That's what the main objective of playing this that tournament is, the kids getting involved into it. Vishal Miglani again, he is the most valuable player for this week, 396 points. Anand Jain and Sandeep Joshi, Anand with 305 and Sandeep Singh closely with 296 points. We saw some good performances. We saw some strong individual and team performance as well. So we have some very good set of players playing together. We have a very good set of friends playing together. When you talk about this tournament, it's not just the numbers, it's just not the victories, but you get to see some camaraderie between the teams. That's so good to see. So all the objectives, getting a smile on people's face, playing those tournaments are satisfied. What a shot! This is pick up, and this would be. Has he gone over the ropes? What a good catch that is. Nicely nestled it into hands, just like cradling a small baby into the hands. This is as safe as hell. Very good catch. This is not easy to take those underlights, and any catch isn't an easy catch, but he took it so easily. If you are a good fielder, you make that catch look easy. That's what he did. He is indeed a good fielder, taking the catch in the cow corner region. So that's the first wicket, and courtesy some very good catch. Today I've heard Ashank. So all great names actually. The Sashank, Ashank. You have some wonderful names actually. I don't know what exactly the meanings of the names are, but it's always fantasizing to hear this some new names. Oh, that's a very good shot. But straight to the fielder. It was racing towards that fielder. And best part about JNS Mustangs is these guys attack the ball. These guys do not take a step backwards. It's a very good fielding unit. And against a team, SVKM Super Strikers, who are willing to play some positive cricket today. They have a very good leader in the Mithal Joshi sir. He is a very good player. A great match on our hands. Oh, that is beautifully played. Straight to the fielder. Some two good shots going straight to the fielders. This is a you call a proper contest, a proper match where bat and ball are equally competitive and aggressive. So this is some great batsmanship and bowling on display. This is super stuff by the bowling team. The batsmanship was on top in the first 6 overs, and they made a good comeback. They have played and missed now. The bowlers are doing a good job. Ashank is doing a great job. Fascinating names. This Ashank. We have heard. I've heard this name for the first time. But bowling has been good. The name has been different. What a shot! Straight down the ground, but the fielder races in. Good pick up and throw. Fantastic fielding over there. Great stuff by this man. Oh, that wasn't a good ball at all. That was quick, that was wide, that offered a lot of weight, that was short. Fortunately, it was just so wide. It could have been 4 runs because there was no one fielding over there if he had bisected that field over there. But this is good contest. Bowler wearing his leg spinners, and the batter is keen on going for those big shots. Oh, that's a slower, beautifully bowled. Played with soft hands. Score? Score is 69 at the end of 9 overs. 69 at the end of 9 overs. The challenge is of 5 runs. Oh, that's good. The ball is flicked down the leg side. Oh, that's a big appeal. That's very crucial. That's a single. This is exciting, and this is some prudent decision taken by this team. The run rate is quite fine. 69 runs in 9 overs is very good. It's almost 7.5 runs per over. And if they happen to get 10 runs, the scoring will go to 79, which is almost 8 runs per over. So, which is good, smart decision from this batting team. Even if they get a 12, if they happen to get a 12, it does not make a difference. But if you happen to get a maiden over, they get into trouble. So, that is very nice and prudent decision. That's what you actually make these calculations. That's the reason these guys are very, very successful in their lives. They don't go for the smaller targets. They go for the bigger missions. Here, they have set the target for 5 runs. That would be like 79 at the end of 10 overs. But that is good. This is what is called a contest. And Svkm'S are putting up a great show against a very solid team of JNS Mustangs. Oh, that's brilliant stuff. This is bowling of highest quality. This is good fight being put up. JNS Mustangs, rightly they are the team which are top of this group. Their net run rate is also impressive, that is 2.71. But this is also their fight for survival. Remember, if this team wins, they'll also be with 4 points. And this is their last encounter. If they topple this team, JNS Mustangs, they will be there with the higher run rate. And automatically they would be there for the selection for the next round. What a shot this is. This will be done and dusted. Oh, brilliance. He made a valiant effort. The ball has gone for a boundary. That was just because of lack of communication. They should have called. He's fine. He's a strong guy. The problem was they did not communicate. Generally, if the ball goes in between two fielders, it's basically the player who is, if a right-hander, he is the one who goes for that ball, not the other one. But the fielder on the left was brilliant actually. He went for it. So that's good. But the challenge is done and dusted. The score moves on to 79. They come almost to 8 runs per over. So this is smart captaincy and good decision making which has taken them to a very strong score over here. The Mustangs have to do something about it. They cannot be resting on their laurels and just giving away this match. If they opposition happens to score a score around 170, 160, and if they skittle out around 100, 110, they will be on a danger of not qualifying. So they would understand, they would not take their stand that easily. They cannot. In fact, that's what cricket and life is. Every time you feel you are safe, you are well placed, and you become complacent, there is where you get into trouble. So Aziz comes on strike. So Aziz comes on strike. He's got 3. Oh, he's played with soft hands. That's a good call. Very good calling. It's a clear no. It's not wait. It is not stop. It's no. And then you get a chance, you get a single. This is brilliant from Viraj. It's not only about hitting those boundaries and sixes. It's not only about getting those wickets. That clear calling is a very good sign of any player. Let alone cricket. In life, when your decision making is clear, you are more successful in your life. So these small little things work a lot in cricket. It's not always about smashing the ball, getting those boundaries and sixes. This understanding, this running between the wickets, calling correctly, understanding the dynamics of the game also is of paramount importance. So this guy has done a great job, Viraj. He's on 37. Forget about his 37, but he's handled his partner also very well. He's understood the situation of this game. Oh, that's nicely done by him. But that's some good angles being covered. After all, they say cricket is a game of angles. Yes, they have got their angles covered brilliantly. That's the reason this team is right on top. But they have been given some tough time. Some great fight by this team of Svkm'S. Mithil Joshi's team. Oh, beautifully bowled Yorker. This is brilliant stuff by the leg spinner. And look at the throw right on top of the stumps. Very few teams manage to do that, throwing with one-handed pickup and throwing right over the stumps. Mustangs are a well-oiled unit who have performed very well in this tournament, and that's the reason they are the table toppers of Group G. A very important, crucial match. Always the first and the last match is always important. It is how you end the innings. Last we have worked all the whole day. The guys have been really putting up a good show. Lost four matches, all the team over here. But as the day ends, you get that extra energy to finish it off. That's what you call as end spurt when you talk about energy and work. You may be feeling very tired, but as soon as you come to the end of any task or any thing which you are taking care of, you get that extra energy to do that work. So these guys have done a great job. 160 overs to take care of. Oh, this is brilliant bowling. Super stuff. When you play those cricketing matches, I always say that in many places, this is a place, an amateur place. It's not only the organizers, it's not only the people, those who conduct, it's many people who are involved in it. The broadcasters, the scorers, the people who help in managing them, the ball boys, the volunteers, the commentators, everyone. As I always say, आप लोग खेलते हैं तो कई घर चलते हैं. So it's a sport which brings livelihood to many people. Oh, what a catch! Brilliantly held. Two wonderful catches, both in cow corner. This one was held in a different way, sideways, and taking it easily. So whoever is their fielding coach needs to get a rise in his paycheck now, because these guys have been well trained when it comes to fielding. He needs a little raise. Whoever is coaching them. What a good catch that was. Viraj, after playing a fantastic opener's inning, gets out on the score of 38, ably supported by his friend Tarun, who got out. But he has done a good job, got his team to a prolific start, and it would be up to the job of the other hitters to get the job done and dusted. Got a great over in which they gave away just 3 runs. This is how you make a comeback. That's the reason Jayanis Mustangs are right on top with those 2 wins in 2 matches. This last match, ultimate match, end match, would decide their fate. Mustangs, just as you feel the opposition is getting on top of them, they got 2 brilliant catches. One, when they were playing from the other end, they got a nice catch. Kunal and Rahul, these 2 guys have taken 2 wonderful catches. Remember this, we do everything, but fielding is not something which is easy under lights, because as you grow older, your eyesight is going to become little lesser. Not that I'm saying that these guys are very old or something, but after 30, 35 nowadays, when you're facing the screen all the time with your computers, laptops and phones, your eyesight is not that good. And playing under lights, it's not everybody's piece of cake. Considering all those circumstances, considering all those dynamics, they have done a good job of holding on to the 2 difficult chances which they have come on the way. The score is 82 for 2 now. 60, in fact, 54 balls remaining. Oh, that's beautiful. That's 4 runs. What a shot that is. Brilliantly hit off the back foot. What a shot. Not easy. You may see those pull shots being played. You may see the straight drives being hit. But the shot into the covers, that back foot punch is always special. And of a moving ball, when your opposition is right on top, that's good going. The score moves on to 86 now. What a good shot that is. That was needed. Once, something which is called as momentum. When you get a wicket, the opposition needs to be hammered back. The opposition needs to be given a statement back. And that was a shot of statement. That was a shot of authority, getting a boundary. The score moves on to 86 now. Oh, that is nice shot down the ground. So Jasdeep comes on strike. A very, very crucial player. Every time you play that for number 4 player, he's always special. Surya Kumar Yadav plays for India. He is the player who just stays a kilometer away from this place in Anushakti Nagar. Oh, that's beautifully done. More than a kilometer, I beg your pardon. A couple of meters, couple of kilometers, maybe 2-3 kilometers. He stays just opposite to Govandi police station in that Raheja Palace. And that guy is very humble. He meets those police officials over there, takes the pics, and very down to earth guy. He is 34, but he is easily one of the most talked about player. This is brilliance. 2 runs. Running between the wicket has been immaculate. The calling has been perfect. The understanding has been better. The fielding also has been up to the mark. By far one of the better teams when it comes to fielding, JNS Mustangs. They may not have all big superstars when it comes to batting. They may not have all the bowlers who can bowl those dream balls, but they have a super fielding backup which is ably supporting them. Some very good contest. Leg spinners on show is always special. And the umpiring, the officials have done a great job. Sumit, the youngster, he is officiating. He's on the square leg. Also, our main umpire, Tandil sir. He is our, I would say, elite umpire who takes care of most decision making. This is nicely hit. There's a wideish long on who has to cover up a lot of area. He is kept there just to cover that cow corner and also the long off and long on. The score at the end of this over is 90 runs, 8 runs in this over. The scoring was slightly halted in the previous over, just 3 runs. This over they have got 8 more and they have gone on to 90 now. So which is good. 11 overs and 90. So run rate of somewhere around 8.2 runs per over maybe. So 8 and something over at the end of over number 12. Fact less than 90. It's between 7.5 and 8 runs. What a shot, flat 6. Brilliance from this man. This is how you counter attack. They were on slightly on the back foot in the last couple of overs. What a statement making shot that was. Fantastic hit into that deep square leg. What a shot that was. That was as flat as you can get. And that just went off within no time. The fielders over there had to go for, the players over there had to go for cover over there. Oh, that was brilliantly hit. Mustangs, they are fighting someone who is giving them a tough time. How did they lose out on the match? Oh, brilliant. Superb ball. And look at the bounce which the leg spinner has got. Very rarely do we find the bowler getting that. That may have pitched on the right area with that seam. And he has got the nice loop going in. Oh, that's what a leg spinner can do. He can get you some beautiful balls. And he has the courage to flight the ball. That's appreciated. That short pitch ball. A bouncer being attempted by a leg spinner. On the other day, we saw the English bowler, Joe Root bowling. And Joe Root bowled a couple of bouncers in his spell. And those were quicker than even the normal pacers. He was bowling with spin action off breaks. Just to surprise the Pakistanis, he bowled two very sharp bouncers with that short run up. Well, that was very quick. Short and quick. That's flighted beautifully. That's nice shot. The Katori shot which we call in the Indian cricket. Nicely done. What a shot that is! Off the back foot. That is racing away. That is fantastic effort. But that, yes, brilliantly done. Super stuff by the fielder over there. I don't know who's there. I think it would be Kunal. I absolutely have no idea about it, but that guy is doing a great job. They got a 6 share of the first ball. This is why great stuff. The field wicketkeeper, I thought he stopped it. That was good. Heading for 5 wides. 2 wides it would be. It was Kunal over there. Kunal Severi, right? So that was brilliance. He already has taken one good catch. And yes, stop that ball. The cameraman doing a great job of spotting that. Will that be a boundary? One more boundary in this over. That is a very, very agricultural kind of shot, but that's good batting. And the amount of bounce, even paces haven't got, this guy is getting. That's so good to watch. He's ripping it nicely, and the ball is landing in the right place. 13 overs done and dusted. The score has crossed 100 runs. 103, in fact, 13 runs in this over. So a 3 run, then an 8 run over, and they have progressed now, getting 13 runs in that over. That's a over which will expedite the scoring. That's an over which will bring the impetus to the scoring, and it will get the team moving towards the target of 160 or 170 maybe. So the last phase, the last 7 overs, we would say, first 6 overs belong to the batters. The next few overs belong to the fielding team. This is nicely done. The left armer bowled very well. Ball coming into bowl in the last over of the power play. He comes in again to bowl. He is bowling his second over. He bowled brilliantly in that over, in which he gave away just, in fact, he gave away 10 runs. I thought he bowled a good over, but he bowled in patches very well, because that was the time where people were going hammer and tongs. That last over from 41 to 51, which they went to the power play. But he bowled well. Let's see whether he's able to pick up a few wickets. But that's slashed and slashed hard. The ball's racing. The ball will just trickle over. In fact, it just goes and stops. The evening dew is coming into effect. A couple of runs added to the total. That's what is going to happen now. It's not going to be easy. At times the ball is going to skittle. At times the ball is going to stop. So, and the spinners will have to do some extra work to get the ball dry. Oh, this is nicely done. Just a single. That's a no ball. In fact, it's a wide ball. I just did not see the other arm. That's a wide. Oh, that's nicely done. Oh, this is super. Single. Oh, beautifully bowled. That was the ball which cut him into half. 6 runs. The left armer has made a great comeback. Just 6 runs in this over. An over in which 13 runs were considered before this. This over, just 6. 109.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
What a shot! This is the shot of the Saturday. Super, super scintillating, sexy shot that was. What a brilliant hit. Flat as you can get. Simply superb, scintillating, sensational, sizzling Saturday special shot. What a shot that was. Naam Aziz. Isnachi's ka naam Aziz. What a shot that was from Aziz. And if he plays shots like this, he's going to be Aziz of all his teammates over there. Aziz is someone who is very close. Aziz is someone who is very dear. And this guy with this kind of batting would be very, very Aziz in his school. If the kids are watching, Aziz's kids are watching, they should be showing this shot to their mates. The kids would be happy to show those kind of shots to their mates in the school. And the dad's shot will make the son proud or what daughter proud, whoever it is. That's the terms generally we use. The Indian cricket team is playing the Australians and the Indian cricket team is doing great job. That's the term because generally I don't say batsmen nowadays. I've started saying batters because even the women and the girls, they play better than boys at times. So we don't say the term batsman, we say batter or bowler. So that's good. Oh, that's beautiful comeback by the bowler. What a great comeback. Bowling that perfect Yorker outside the off stump, that wide Yorker. Aziz, what a shot that was. That was smashed into that mid-wicket region. Oh, that is good comeback. 2 balls right on spot. It's not how hard you are hit or how much difficulties you face initially. It's how you make a comeback, they say. The comeback always has to be stronger than the setback. That's what people say in all their statuses, but that's what is underlying statement in life as well. You need to come back even if you're down. You shouldn't be out. But this is quicker. What a shot! Super shot. It did not carry, but the idea execution was smart. That ball was moving quickly. The batting of Aziz is smarter. He may not have got a boundary this time, but he tried to put a shot in the right area. The idea was right. Execution wasn't that great, but he's thinking right. That's what is more important. That's why I say when we see Suryakumar Yadav playing those shots, you may feel they are easy. They are not easy. He needs to take care of the pace of the bowler, the angles, the dimensions of the ground. Everything takes into account. Oh, this is super. Field placements are right. A very good over. In spite of sixer being hit, the way he came back in this over has been superb. In the next 4 balls, he has just conceded 2 runs. That's a great way of coming back. The last ball, if it goes for a boundary, then it has to be a good over. Otherwise, I would say the bowler, in spite of being hit for the monstrous 6, has made a great comeback. Last ball of his over. He bowls it quickly. It's a over which the honours would be shared. 9 runs is not bad, but getting just 3 runs after being smacked for a huge sixer is a great comeback. The score at the end of this over is 118 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 15 overs. Run rate just a shade below 8 runs per over. In fact, just 2 runs short. Oh, this is super stuff. Dancing down the ground against a fast bowler. That takes some courage. And good running. Superb running, in fact. This is super stuff on this super Saturday. These guys are putting up a show. SVKM Super Strikers against a very strong team of JNS Mustangs, who have been the table toppers. Some good viewing, some fantastic fielding effort, good bowling, and brilliant running between the wickets, laced with some good shots in between. But this team has some great bowlers. JNS Mustangs. Oh, super quick ball. Mistimed shot. Very good ball, pace on that ball. Oh, you cannot be doing that. Those big gloves. That's what can happen under lights. But they have taken 2 delightful catches. This was a steepler, a skyer, but you should be taking those with those gloves in your hand. Easily said than done. He's bowled well. The ball had a lot of gas into it because no bowler likes, fast bowler especially, people coming down the ground and hitting them. He might bowl this one a little more quicker now because the catch has been dropped. More anger, more frustration, all that would be converted into a quicker ball. Take my word, this is going to be a bouncer which will be of very high pace. Oh, that is nicely bowled. Controlled ball. He did not go for that raw pace. He just bowled the ball in the right area. Smart bowling from JNS bowlers. The bowling has been good. Great, in fact. Spinners bowled well. The pacemen have bowled well. Fielded very well. But the batsmanship has been slightly better. This is evenly poised here. One good over from here, they'll get close to 170. And if they get 10 runs per over, then too they are going to get somewhere close to 170, which is going to be a good total. 8.5 runs per over won't be that easy. The idea was right. Oh, good stuff by the wicketkeeper. Unfortunately, nothing's going right for him, but that's a good call. Most importantly, the right hand side column wickets is just 2. Oh, that's a very important factor. They have run well. They got some good fortune on their side in this over. The bowler has done everything right, but running ragged, they have got some extra runs and a drop chance. And every time there is a missed chance, there is a chance around the corner. He might just get a wicket in this next few balls. But that's what I was talking. There was wicket on offer. Unfortunate this bowler is. 2 very good balls. Not get him those desired result. 124. Just 6 runs. A brilliant over comes to an end. This is very high. This is in between three fielders. A good job by the fielder. Great release. He couldn't stop from going it for a second run. 126 runs. This is superstar. What a shot this is. Good work by the fielder. He just fumbled but went across really quickly. This is a shot and a half. This would be, oh, brilliance from this man. Again he fumbles, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. He's done a good job twice in 2 balls. Remember, this is not an easy place to field where the ball just skittles down very quickly down the ground. They've done a good job, these two guys, the pair boundary riders. 131 the score has come on to. We are into the 17th over. They need a boundary. They need a boundary every over. Oh, that's down the leg side. That would be two wides. Is it? A good call by the umpire. The ball just went over the stump. So this is good official. The ball just went over the stumps. So umpires have done a good job. It's not always on the leg side which can be given a wide. There was opportunity for him to play. The ball must have just gone over the stumps. 132 is what score moves on to. This has been some tight bowling by this man. He just gave away 6 runs in the last over. And this is smashed again. Straight to the fielder. He has been kept busy. But the ball just slips out of his hand. He does a good job. Oh, that's anger. Anger by the bowler because he expects the ball to be going for just a single. But the fielder over there has done a great job actually. It's not easy to field as the dew on your hands, the dew on the ball makes it difficult for you to grip that ball. 135, 9 runs in this over. At the end of over 134, I beg your pardon, 8 runs. So 8 runs. So 3 overs remaining, 134 now. Oh, that's beautiful. That's super bowling. Controlling the scoring rate after they were going really great. So remember, after at the end of 10 overs, they were 79, and they've got given away 55 runs in the next 7. So that is almost 8 runs per over. Good controlled bowling, good controlled innings. This has been from both batting and bowling team. Some very good match in prospect. In this chilly weather, the fielders are put into some extra work by those brilliant hits. The ball's racing away. It will trickle down for a boundary. That's a very rare misfield. That can happen because they're smashing the balls. They're not hitting them. They're smashing it. And fielders have done a great job. And in this chilly weather, if that hits your fingers, that's going to pain. And remember, these guys have to go back to their work tomorrow. Sit in their cubicles. And with those swollen fingers, they won't be able to work on their computers even. So that can happen. Some brilliant batting. Some intent being shown by the batters. Oh, he wanted to do a Surya Kumar over there. Not easy shot to. This is the first time they have just lost the communication. One speaking Gujarati, the other speaking Tamil maybe. Gets out. Ajiz wanted strike. He gets run out after playing a very good innings. Ajiz 30 balls and 31 runs. He played a lot of dot delivery in spite of hitting those sixes. That was his undoing. Vikas mopping up and doing the job. Those 2 misfields and also 1 drop chance of the keeper. Other than that, they have done very well. Kunal has taken 1 good catch. Rahul and Kunal both have taken those 2 catches in the cow corner were the highlight of the day. These are not easy catches and both were like on a decent height where it was difficult to catch. One was taken sidewards, the second catch, the previous one, other one was taken with the fingers stopping, fingers pointing skywards. So 2 good catches Mustangs have taken. But this Svkm'S team has shown a spirited performance. They have shown their intent. They know this is a match which can make them qualify for the next round. And this is a match which they can defeat the table toppers. Oh, that's again to the same fielder. He gets the chance to redeem himself. The ball just went through his legs in the previous occasion. This time, he does a great job. Super strikers striking at the right time. That's good bowling. Bowling has been really good in the last few overs. In fact, all throughout, some spirited batting performances, some good calling has taken this team to a position of challenge, I would say, not of strength. Striker of 213. He almost got a 30 in his first innings of 12 balls. Second inning match, he did not get that much chance. But Keyur has been batting with a different touch this tournament. So he has strike rate of 200 plus. That's what our analyst, I would say, Prathamesh tells us. So he's a batsman who can get this scoring ahead. The score is 141 at the end of 17 overs. 3 overs, 30 runs. They would 18 overs, I beg your pardon. Lots of Gujaratis with sharp minds and intellect over there. You will never get wrong against them. Superb they are when it comes to figures and numbers. And they would be calculating, most of these guys. They are very, very successful businessmen. And every run, every ball, they will keep an account on. So 18 overs, 141. Just when I said 17 overs, one of them was sharp enough to just correct me. 141 at the end of 18 overs. That's the reason these guys are successful. They give importance to every ball, every event, every possible moment over there. So 2 overs remaining. This team has done a great job. Mustangs have made a great comeback. They have just allowed the opposition to score 62 runs in the last 8 overs. That is good going. Generally they get 90, 85, 90, 100 runs in the last 10. They have bowled well. This last 2 overs will decide which way the match is going to go. They need minimum 20 runs, the super strikers. If they get 30, they would be elated. Oh, that's super bowling. Still the huh? This bowler has bowled well. He has taken 3 wickets in the 3 matches which has played. And more importantly, he just lost 2 opportunities in the previous over to get 2 wickets. So that tally could have been on 5. Remember, the highest wicket taker has got 10 wickets. This guy could have easily got a couple in this match because 2 catches were dropped off him. 3 matches he has taken 3 wickets and he has bowled really well. Bowling with the same gas even in the 19th over, that is commendable. That's a chance. That would be improving his tally of 3 to 4. Chance for wicketkeeper to redeem himself. Such a good wicketkeeper. Today butterfingers for him. He will be a matter of troll when they go back. When they go back together, these guys are going to have a lot of fun with that wicketkeeper. They would be asking him to make a bigger set of gloves now to get hold of the catches. But these chances are not easy. Take my word, these chances are not easy. High in the sky. That can happen to the best keeper. He's one of the very good keepers. Made a mistake today twice. And the bowler, that is rubbing salt to injury. He bowled it with more pace. And he was hit with more pace by the batter. And very quietly he'll have a look at the wicketkeeper. It's all because of you. That can happen to the best of the wicketkeepers. MS Dhoni was the only one who conceded a bye after almost 10 years in IPL match. For 9 to 10 years he did not concede a bye. That's a record to remember. Personally, I don't like Mahendra Singh Dhoni when it comes to batting or captaincy. But his keeping, that effort has to be recommended. 8-9 years he did not concede a bye. After 8 years he conceded a bye in IPL. That's how good he is when it comes to wicket keeping. And he won 1 match against Bangladesh just because of his wicket keeping. That would be one of the best matches to remember. Where we saw the famous Nagin dance in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was supporting India against Bangladesh. Score? 147. They're closing in on 150. They would be targeting 165. Just want another boundary in this over. Oh, what a big shot. What a beautiful pickup shot. If you're going to give chances to the opposition is going to hurt and hurt you very badly. The bowler just does not want to look towards the wicketkeeper. The wicketkeeper would like to shy away from the bowler. But the best part about these matches is these dads, they are very, very forgiving. They will not keep a grudge. They will not complain. They will not go mad even if their players drop a catch or so. That's the best part about their work. Even if there is someone falters, they just move on. They just move on. That's how your life should be. Forget about the follies. Forget about the wrong things which you have done. Concentrate on the better work you have done. Can consolidate and work on it. But that's a very important boundary which will take the scoring to 151 now. A magic number comes in 151. They need somewhere around 165 to feel safer, to fight and compete. Svkm'S Super Strikers putting up a great show. Oh, that's a steepler. Is that a wicket? That's great from the batsman. He did not wait for the umpire to give him out. He gave himself out and came out. That is so good to see. If the kids are watching, if the son is watching or daughter is watching, should be proud of your dad, because he is one honest man. Because no one, the umpire had not given him out. He declared himself out and he is back. So the skipper comes in, Mittal Joshi. He is their calming effect. He is their opening bowler. He is their statistician, tactician, strategist. He is their whatever you the person who makes that point plan A, B, and C. 151 at the end of 19 overs. Last 6 balls to take the scoring ahead of 160 runs. Somewhere around 160 to 163 they would be happy. For that to happen, they have to score a couple of boundaries. Won't be easy. But Mittal Joshi, the skipper, has come in. Jimmy, he bowls with a lot of fire, and he's also a very good batsman. One of those premier players, a platinum player every team wants to have. Jimmy, he bowls really with good pace. Oh, beautiful Yorker. What a good ball in the last over. And has he hit the stumps? The batsman was home. They get a single. 152. No strength. The bails are still intact. Because we couldn't see the zingers moving. I don't know what exactly happened. Oh, no strength in his arms, I would say. He's a very strong bowler, but the throwing arm was weak. Oh, what a shot! This is high. This is long. This is 6 runs. Deep into that area. New balls, please. In fact, the fielder is going for a treasure and just to find that ball in that bushes over there. He must be safe. Thank you so much for getting the ball back. What a shot that was. Against a very good bowler. Jimmy has been fantastic all throughout this tournament. But he has been hit into the cow corner region in the 20th over. That is brilliance. Mittal Joshi, this is how a skipper plays. This is how you lead a side. What a superb sixer by this man. He's a fantastic bowler. He has shown how good he can be as a batsman. Oh, that's a bouncer. Very rare to see, and that's a wide. I have seen not many bouncers being bowled in this tournament. This was a ball of anger by Jimmy. Can't understand that. He is a bowler who bowls with a great pace. He is a bowler who prides himself of being a pace bowler. And he is being smashed like a spinner over there into that deep mid-wicket. He is bound to give that response. That's a wide. Oh, he's pulled it again. The score moves on to 160 now. That's good going. They still have some balls left. Balls. And the fielder at long off has account of every ball and run. He understands the importance of this match. They need to win this one to stay on top. But it's evenly poised here. The run rate is very good, 2.71. So that's a very healthy run rate. Oh, what a shot again! It's going, and gone. 6 runs. His strike rate is 200 for the tournament. He played, almost got a 30 in 12 balls in one of the matches which he played. And he is hammering them. This man, 200 strike rate will take a beating. It's going to come close to 250. That is good batting. This is going to be a good contest. A match which will decide who is going to tabletop. Because if this team wins, Svkm'S Super Strikers, they go right on top. 166 runs. Couple of balls remaining. Keyur, he's on strike. And he's piling on the agony. It's a boundary. Will it be? No. The fielding has been superb. And the rider does the job of wiping it up for a couple of runs. That was in the slot to be deposited for a boundary. He just got two. He would be unhappy with it. But Keyur, using his long handle to good effect. It's not about only strength for Keyur. Keyur has batted with a lot of sense and has played some authentic shots in this tournament. And just accentuating the fact in this match even, he is a player to watch out for. Last ball. Last ball. Will it be a sixer? Oh, this is smashed. This is 4 runs. No one's going to stop this one. Brilliance from Keyur at the end. A cameo gets them over 170. Keyur Gandhi. His name is Gandhi. Gandhiji means peace. But this man likes violence. He has got that boundary. The score is 172. 173 runs to win. 21 runs in the last over. Couple of sixes and a boundary in this over. Mittal got 1. Keyur got 1.5. That is a sixer and a boundary.
Boosted energy, boosted health. Boosted energy, boosted health life. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic enersal, energize.
What a good way to begin an innings. What a good shot into that cow corner. What a way to start. Fantastic hit. Get him in that boundary. So first over, 6 runs. That's a good start, a bright start, I would say. And they have a good combination going, a left-hander and a right-hander. They have protection. Got third man and they've got a sweeper cover. Oh, that's a wide. That's not going to help. Such a good over this has been, just spoiled by that wide. The score moves on to 7. Seven runs at the end of over number 1 in pursuit of 173. They are 167 runs away. Let me tell you what the dynamics of the tournament is. In every group there are 4 teams. Top 2 teams go for the champion group. The bottom 2 go for the challenger group. So you have an opportunity. You are not completely knocked out. That's so special about this kind of tournaments, that you get opportunity to come back even if you don't perform well. So there is incentive for you to go into the champion group if you are at number 1 and 2. So these teams are fighting hard for that. That's the reason Rohit was here 10-15 minutes just to make those numbers. Shravan was there to tell him what the numbers are going to be. So around that 145, 150, whatever they were discussing, I'm not sure about the numbers, which numbers are, but they should, even if they lose, Mustangs, they shouldn't be losing too badly. That's what has been kept in mind. So every possibilities they are trying to check out. This tournament means a lot to them. They understand how important it is for them to qualify. So the top 2 teams, they go into the champion group, and that is what these guys are fighting very hard for, because they understand there is another team, Green Lawns, who can easily surpass them on net run rate if they win tomorrow with a big margin. So for these 2 teams, it's almost like a knockout match. And if they don't lose badly, JNS Mustangs, they'll be through. So that's what, they won't be going full throttle for 173. They'll come close to it. With that boundary, such shots like that, that's going to help them. So they would take themselves closer to the target, maybe 155, 160, 170. Even if they lose by 10, 15 runs, they would still be able to qualify because the net run rate would be to their advantage. Even if this team SSS defeats them by net run rate, this team would be still lagging behind them. So that's what they would be keeping things in mind. Also, Green Lawns have to defeat the other opposition by a big margin. So all those permutation and combinations would come down to net run rate if all three teams are on 4 points each. But if JNS Mustangs win, it's easy calculations for them. And the JNS Mustangs, they will find it difficult. And Green Lawns, if they get defeated, again three teams would be on 2 points each. So lots and lots of theories to be taken care of. Oh, that's a full toss. That's a gift. That's beautiful work. Great work. People diving around. Remember, it's not son's tournament, it's a dad's tournament. You are just defying all the logic and putting up some great show over here. If the kids are watching at home, if the kids want to see how committed your parents are, how committed your dad is, how brave he can be on the field, just you should be really, really proud of what they're putting up. These guys, they're not used to a lot of physical labor. These guys have a very nice, lucrative life where they can use all their electronic gadgets and be very nice and cool watching, sitting in the sofa and watching the football match. But they are here, sweating it out, fighting it hard, not in their teens anymore, but still putting up a great show. So good and refreshing to see these guys. So every time you feel your time is over, you can't do a certain thing, watch out for these guys playing very hard. And they're playing it for the school's name. And those dads coming together, getting new friends, camaraderie together. And those small little targets when you achieve, you get to small 50s, get a few wickets, those analysis for you, they keep you in good stead. Oh, this is super. This is smashed into that cow corner region for a well deserved boundary. SVKMs have to back their batting effort with some good bowling. If they are going to pitch balls in the areas where people are going to smash you, all that good work will be undone. Remember, in the last 10 overs, they got somewhere around 97 runs. That was good going by them. So 90-95 runs being scored in the last 10 overs. That's good comeback. Oh, what a shot this is. They're racing towards that target now. This is super stuff. This is how you play in your power play. Make use of those power fielding restrictions. Get those boundaries for your team. Every time an opener plays well, the players coming down get a lot of confidence. They get a stable start. It's always said, well done is half begun. But if you're doing well, if you're beginning well, you need to consolidate. Go deeper into the innings. It's not just playing the small cameos. Play a proper innings. That's what Mustangs would be telling each other. JNS Mustangs, they are undefeatable still now. And this is their acid test. Will they maintain that? Stranger things have happened. Nobody imagined Pakistan would qualify for the semi-finals. Nobody imagined India would be losing that badly. So things have changed. Things do change. So in cricket and life, everything is unpredictable. So even if you're right on top right now, everything can go out of your hands. You play very badly on that particular day. So if you get scheduled out for a 120, 100, you are in a strong probability that you might go down into the challenger group. So they want to maintain that position of, I would say, a strength over there and be into that column. So that's beautifully timed. The ball's racing away. That's going to be a couple of runs. With that couple, the score moves on to 22 now. A very good over. They got 15 in this one. Priyul. Priyul comes in. He's a young dad, actually, relatively younger than the other ones. Almost everyone's like close to 35. But he is more athletic, more with energy, and balls like this. But what a shot this is! Into that covers. It went like a tracer bullet, and he's got him 4 runs deep into those bushes over there, into one of the corners of Somaya ground. That's beautifully done. With that boundary, the score was on to 26. They thought the momentum was with the SVKM Super Strikers, but Mustangs, just as they were very good in bowling, they have showing their colors in batting as well. Brilliant batting by these two opening batters. So Divi has got 3 boundaries, Rahul has got a couple of boundaries, and they have shared the balls very well. They have faced almost similar kind of balls, number of balls. Divi, oh, this is super stuff from the wicket keeper. He has saved 4 runs for his team. Brilliant stuff from the wicket keeper. These small little things and in the end matter a lot. SVKMs, they have to win this one. They have to win this one to stay in this column of being in the top 2. If they lose, they do not get a chance, because a win tomorrow for Green Lawns would get them into qualification of the Champions Group. So that place for Champions Group, that's on the line. That's beautifully bowled, equally well played. Divi has looked good. He's played some delightful stroke, and so has the other batter, Rahul. Divi and Rahul. Rahul took one wonderful catch today. Oh, that's super ball. What a wonderful ball. A dream ball for any bowler. But unfortunately, at times for doing some good work, you are punished. You do some good to someone, but you don't get rewarded for it. That was one of those instances. What a good ball that was. Completely squared him up. Absolutely no clue the batter had. It took outside edge, and the ball just flew off for that shot into that deep third man. Cricket and life can be cruel at times. No justice, but you get your chance when you create those half chances. There is success somewhere around the corner, and those are alarming bells for the batter that you need to sharpen your techniques. Oh, that's good for the batsman, showing some respect to the bowler who is bowling well. 10 runs in this over so far. This is good going by Mustangs. Super strikers have to strike early now if they want to win and they stay in that hunt for champions group. They need to win this one, and win this one. They win and they would be in that hunt to qualify, but they have to win it convincingly as well. So many combinations coming into effect. They need to treat this as a 130 or 140 run, which they restrict them to. That's what that should be in your mind. Don't think as a 172 target. Beautifully bowled. What gas onto this one. Good pace. Lots of commitment. It's a crucial match. Both these teams understand there it's a lot of educated people over here with a lot of knowledge about mathematics, permutations, combinations. So they understand winning and losing is not the only thing. They need to win convincingly. And even if they get defeated, that defeat has to be of a minimal margin. So all those things coming into super bowling this by the bowler. He's bowling with a lot of gas. Brilliant from him, because he's putting in an effort. The temperature today has gone down little low. The winter is setting in. Last 4-5 days the temperature that wasn't that great. It was almost warmer. Today it's slightly chillier, and they're putting up a good show in this kind of weather. Just imagine the way the balls are being smashed, balls hitting the fingers. Kaustubh Sawant. He's also an experienced playing playing a lot of cricket in the circuit. Kaustubh Sawant. Oh, this is super. Again, the ball pitched in the right length. Everything good about it. The ball was great. The shot was better. And the running between the wind in better than both this. So, good quality stuff. Bowling, batting, and also running. That's beautifully done. Delightful stroke. Minimal effort and maximum result. That's what they call elegance personified. The left-handers, every time they place the strokes into the covers or straight hit down the ground or square cut, and even those delicate touches down the leg side, they always look graceful. And that was indeed a graceful shot. Just missed out on the line, and he capitalized on it. One thing getting a bad ball, another thing dispatching it and getting the results. That was not a good ball when it came to line, but pace was fine, length was fine. The placement by the batsman much better. He's bowling some good deliveries, but the line went awry and the batter took advantage of it. You just might see, they need a slip. I strongly feel that because the catches are flying. Oh, this is super. Left-hander playing with soft hands, getting a single. So this is super. Late into the night, we thought after doing a lot of hard work, these young people who are working all throughout the day, they would be tired, but they are like witnessing a very good encounter. Every time you get a match like this at the end of the day, it is always pleasing because you feel your work is worth watching and commentating or working on this match. Everyone involved in it. There is a cameraman over there, Sachin, who does a lot of good work. This is fourth match, consecutive fourth match. There are also some volunteers, Kosen and Sohail. We have Atish and Shravan, the two guys who are looking after the managing events. We also have Prathamesh heading them, and also the scorers. Kajal has done a good job, and in the morning it was Shravan who did it. Also, 70/70 broadcaster Shubham's there, and Kosin has been the one, the man Friday, helping out people and getting a lot of energy with some of his boosters with him. What a good shot that is, just for a single.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
So they win all three matches. They qualify for the challenges group. Sorry, champion group. Here it's a tussle, a three-way tussle between three teams: Green Lawns and Super Strikers, and also the team which is batting now, the Mustangs. So that's Group F or Group G, I think. It's Group G. We have 7 groups. This is the last group, I think. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So G would be the last group. 7 groups of 4 teams each. 28 teams will have players qualifying, or the teams qualifying from champion group and also for the challenger group. So this tussle, this fight, this struggle, this all pandemonium is for that last 2 spots. The first 2 spots, in fact, if you talk about the champions group. So nothing is final, even if you lose, but would like to be in that top column. This is very interesting encounter, a very, very important one. Oh, that's pulled. That was very good bowling. He was little late on the ball just got big on him. That's what pace can do. If you have some good pace, if you bowl that heavy balls, not easy to hit them. If this was mundane pace, normal medium pace, this would have been dispatched into that mid wicket. This is some good bowling with a lot of pace. Forget about the pace of the ball. There is something which you call heavy ball. When you put the shoulder behind it, it becomes very difficult for the batters to hit. He's that kind of a bowler who puts a lot behind it, and you get that heavy balls. Little run up. Oh, beautiful ball. This is what a good shot, but the ball was great. The shot was better. Good work. A couple of runs. Oh my God, all that hard work is undone. Just 1 run. Oh, this is good bowling. And was the batsman going out on his own? Just for a second I thought he's moving away. That's good. If you're beaten, just stroll around, come back to your place. Forget the ball, face the next one. He was beaten, neck, barrel and stock over there. His left-hander has looked good. That's the headache the left and right hand possess actually. The whole set is being moved from left to right and right to left. Every time the right and left hand batsman swap places. This is super. So these 2 guys have batted well. Divi and his partner Rahul. Rahul, the left-hander, has looked good. Kaustup comes again. Kaustup Sawant. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. They need a slip over there. That's what I said. They have missed, played and missed. Couple of balls have gone flying into that region. Wicketkeeper has done a fine job, but strongly I feel they need a slip. It's very rare do we find a slip in that region, but they need to have. The 42 runs in 5 overs. Fantastic over in the previous one, in which just couple of runs were given away. Priol's over was so brilliant. Just couple of runs were given in that over. Oh, this is super shot. What a shot off the backwood. The ball is just racing away. It was cut and cut with a lot of fire into it. Divi is looking fantastic. These two opening batters are giving the same medicine which they were treated to. They are giving themselves the others the taste of their own medicine because of this other team just plundered them for runs in the first six. They're almost similar. Remember, they got 51 in 6 overs. See, they got 51 in the 6 overs when they played in the power play. These guys have got 49 in 5.5. One ball remaining. Will it be exactly deja vu? Because both the teams haven't lost a wicket in the power play. Will that be a different scenario? Will they get a wicket? This bowling has been good. Batsmanship has been slightly better today. Oh, what a shot. Delightful stroke for no runs. They remain on 49 at the end of over number 6. Too short of what the SVKM Super Strikers got in the first 6 overs. Rohan Pitre is the new bowler. They need to win this one. Super Strikers, they are such a wonderful team. They shouldn't be losing out on this match. and they should be keeping 140 or something in their minds. Before that, they should win and wait for tomorrow's result. That also would be the case. Green Lawn's last match, if the other team gives them good fight, they would be in contention. So win is more important, and if they win it convincingly, maybe restricting them below 140, they would be a definite qualifiers. So that's bound to be a wide. 50 runs in 6 overs, I would say. Remember, 51 they got in 6 overs. These guys have got 50 now. They need a few wickets, and that too in a jiffy now. So that's a chance. Just short of him. Good work by Mithil Joshi. He's the skipper. Mithil and Keyur show it was in the last over, which got the score from 151 to 172. They got 21 runs in the last 6 balls with 2 sixes and a boundary. That's beautifully bowled. Nice smooth action for a off spinner. Rohan, the off spinner. Nice smooth action. Oh, that's great bowling. A couple of dot balls back to back for Rohan Pitre. Nice smooth action, beautiful flight, and the pace on the ball just right. Just enticing the batsman to go for the big shots, and they're just falling short of it. There's wideish long off. There is wideish long on. Just getting it little straighter now. The long off has come little straighter. Mithil Joshi. Oh, that's flicked. That's a difficult chance to gather. Not easy. Even MS Dhoni finds it difficult if the ball shoots down the leg side. Left-hander Rahul comes on strike. He took one wonderful catch today. That's good bowling. Just singles in this over. And he got a couple of dot balls also in it. Rohan Pitre bowling the ball in the right areas. Oh, this is nicely bowled. What a good over this has been. Just 3 runs in this over and 3 dot balls. Brilliant over. The score at the end of over number 7 is 50, 53 runs. 4 runs in this over, including that wide and 3 singles. So the opening batter, who was very good, comes into ball. That was a good over the last one, in which they gave away just 4 runs. So good comeback by this team. They need a few wickets if they want to stay in the champions group. Oh, that's a fabulous shot off the back foot. Left-handers look elegant. And fielding was very good of Mustangs. That score easily would have been 190, 195. But for their good fielding, the score was limited to 172. Svkm'S superstars were brilliant today with the batting. Very courageous, very brave. They were dancing up and down, playing those big shots, charging, playing the shots over the top against some pace, good pace bowling. They were just superb. But that could have been easily 190, 195 on any other day. But Mustangs fielded very well. And here's a ground where it's not just boundaries. You can play those ones and twos also. It's a nice ground where you can play proper cricket and get those runs. It's not a ground of a kind where you get only boundaries or a single. It's a ground where you can get a couple of runs. You can get threes even if you run well. They need a wicket. That's not good bowling. Full toss on the legs. That's fumble. That can happen in due. Viraj's not happy. They need to up their ante when it comes to fielding. They need to be meticulous, tight, and not give away those easy runs. Both these batsmen haven't taken any chance. They are not giving opportunities. This is racing. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Those are wides. Twelve overs in which to get 110 runs. Remember, they were 79 at 10 overs. They're almost going at the same rate. They played with soft hands. What a good shot that is. The ball is racing towards that. It would be just a couple of runs. Divi and Rahul have played well and they have taken the scoring ahead. Oh, that's nicely hit. Oh, that was very difficult to stop. Very difficult it was. The ball just scooted away. Not easy for anyone to stop that one. That had a lot of weight behind it. Oh, that's again deja vu. That would be four again. This is super stuff. The shot had a lot of power behind it. The left-hander Rahul turning on the heat and getting to delightful boundaries. That's beautifully done. So Keyur, who played well with the bat in his hand, will have some role with the ball in hand as well. He's come into that position in the short mid wicket. This is good bowling. So Mithil Joshi comes in. He's just superb. This guy. He bats well. He bowls well. He bowled so really well actually, and uses all his experience. This guy is like a glue which bonds his whole team together. Let's see whether he gets a wicket or two. Oh, brilliant stuff by the experienced man. When the going was tough, they got a lot of runs in the previous over. In fact, they got 13 in the previous over. So it's time for him to come back and make a difference. Two wonderful boundaries were hit into that cow corner region by the left-hander Divi. In fact, Rahul, Divi is on strike. Oh, brilliance from this man. 3 dot balls is gold dust. This guy is bowling his heart out over there. So impressed with this man. He manages to have a smile even in toughest situations and handles his team really well. He's a super fielder and he's a fantastic bowler. And today he showed some strength with the bat as well. Let's see. Mittal, he'll be able to get his team back into this contest. Such a good team. This it would be a shame if they don't qualify for the top champions group. Even if they qualify in the challengers group, this team would be very difficult to handle by other teams. So there would be the silver lining over there. Remember, there was 79 at the end of 10 overs. This team is also heading towards the same thing. They're 77 now and 2 balls remaining. Every possibility that this guy might pick a wicket in the next 2 balls. Oh, that's a wonderful, delightful stroke. What a shot. Pure timing. Just laid back into that one. Put his weight behind it and got a boundary which will take them to 80 runs. In fact, 81 now. This guy, left-hander, I don't know why this always happens. Every time they say the left-handers always look more graceful than the right-handers. I don't know what's the science behind it, but they always look special with those kind of shots. They always look more elegant, more graceful, more good-looking when they place those strokes than the right-handers. Oh, good pickup shot. This will race away again for a wonderfully hit boundary. 4 balls were good. The last 2 Mustangs got their say. The score moves on to 85. Such a good over spoiled by those 2 wonderful, delightful strokes of the last 5th and 6th deliveries. need an over in which we get a couple of runs. We need over in which we get 1 over 2 runs. In which they just give a couple of runs because this team is just running away with it. Remember, they are 85 without loss. They are bettering the other team's performance. Their opening partnership was superb. This is outstanding. Divi and Rahul have just enjoyed their stay over there. This is a classic match. Late into the Saturday. We are very late today, in fact. Working overtime. That's beautifully bowled. Straight to the fielder, though. Oh, that was an opportunity. Missed the stumps but hit the batter over there. They can't get him run out. They just was in a danger of getting him injured, though. Oh, he's cleaned him up. I thought it was just bowled him. That missed everything. This was super from Jasdeep Kohli. Missed out on being like before, missed out on being bowled, missed out on being stumped out. Everything. Missed the batter, missed the stumps, missed the keeper. Rahul comes on strike now. Divi was just so fortunate to not get out against Jasdeep. But that's nicely, delicately played. Good. Oh my god. Just as I said, good work. He just loses out. A play. KO. Football's on. KO is also on. Unfortunately for all those Ronaldo fans, people those who are watching, Ronaldo misses out again. In fact, that was his last chance, maybe. So they get 5 runs in this over. A very good over when it comes to fielding side because overs were going for tons and tons. Last over went for 9 runs. The previous over went for 13 runs. 13 and 9 and now 5. That's fine. Rohan Petre comes in. He bowled a very good over. Flighted the ball, created opportunities, but also he was taken for a few runs. Oh, this is. Oh, this is super. Has he taken it? He did everything right. Just did not have to go towards the right, towards the left, straight into his hands and straight out. That's a good fielder. Tough chance, but dropped. Going to be a hell of an encounter now. Forget about the run rate and all. Whoever wins this one is going to be very close now. Right now, Mustangs look hot favorites. They're cruising along. That's good bowling. Good comeback. Rohan Pitre has bowled well. Oh, that's turned away. Good work by the fielder. In fact, brilliant work by him. Super work. Oh, that's a chance. That would be wicket number one. He gets out on the score of 45, not before playing a fantastic inning. Rahul gets out. Similar, even in the other side, the batsman got out for 44 in the previous innings and also for 38. But Rahul played some delightful strokes to get his team to a rollicking start. They 93 is what the score is on which the first wicket falls. A very good partnership of 93. So Rahul caught Rahul, bowled Rohan. So all three R's together. RRR. So Vikas is the new batter. Vikas Linga. So that was going to help the bowling team. The right hander comes in. So two right handers would be on show now. Vikas. He is a prolific batsman even. Vikas Linga. Let's see whether he expedites the scoring rate, takes it a little forward. Oh, he has no idea about it, where it was going. Fantastic bowling from Rohan just 3 runs and a wicket in his over. They need exactly 80 in the next 8 overs. So that's 10 runs per over from here on. Jasdeep comes in. Jasdeep Singh Kohli. Vikas comes on strike. Vikas is a new batter. And he was flummoxed in the first 2 balls which he faced against Rohan. It's a wide ball. So they just 78 runs away. Every ball is going to be important for both these teams now. Oh, this beautiful bowling. How did that miss the leg stump? So some energy, some intensity with Keor and Rohan Pitre bowling. Your pardon, that is Jasdeep Singh Kohli. Jasdeep, I beg your pardon. I just take my words back. Because Jasdeep has bowled some delightful balls in this over. Jasdeep getting that important vigor, that important element of enthusiasm back into this contest because they're running away with it, Mustangs. Oh, that's nicely done. They need some good fielding effort over there, and he does it. Just a single. They need to run little harder now. It's don't cannot take it easily. But that's super. This is just an extension of the front foot defense. What a shot that is. That wideish long off, long on is always a craze over here. You should be a little straighter on this ground. exactly now. They need 73 runs to win in the next 7 overs. So 13 overs and they've got 100 runs. Pithre, he would be coming in for his fourth over, the penultimate ultimate over. And he has the bowler who has got all the difference. With some tight bowling, he has bowled some good overs, got a few wickets. He's just committing harakiri over there. This is super. This is brilliance from the bowler, Rohan Pithre. Balls in which to get those 72 runs. This is going to be a great contest. We are working late, we are working overtime, but we have been provided with some good entertainment. These guys have had a long day today. They have come at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's almost midnight. So that's working for almost 17 hours, which is good. That's super. Oh, that's a single. This is some supreme bowling. Brilliant bowling. They need to hasten up the scoring right now. Rahul's wicket was crucial. After Rahul's departure, the scoring has been halted. Rahul was so crucial to this. In fact, Divi was the one who was taking the scoring ahead faster. He has also slowed down. They need to hit some boundaries. Need some more punch and power into that one. Somehow the momentum has been just dropped, and once you drop your guard, it becomes very difficult to come back into that gear again. So they were going. This good bowling from Jasdeep and Rohan over here. Rohan Pithre bowling his last over. If he picks one more, they would be very strong contenders to win this one. Oh, this is a chance. This is a chance for someone behind the ropes over there into those washrooms.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize.
Oh, this is super. This will be a single though. They need 63 in the next 35 balls. They are hovering around those 11 runs per mark. That's a big wicket. Vikas Linga gets out. He wasn't that comfortable today. He's such a good player, but wasn't got out for 4 runs. Motoring along, he was going along so well. He is just stuck on that 48-run mark. Vikas gets out. Oh, that's beautifully done. It's good bowling. Oh, this is super bowling again. Oh, this is super shot. This will race away into that extra cover. There's protection, but he won't be able to stop that one. 50 for his man. Brilliant innings from Divi. Divi has been sensational. Half century for Divi. 5 overs to get 57 runs. They need exactly a run rate of 11.4 runs per over. So some tight bowling by Rohan and Jasdeep has got them get back into this contest. 30 balls in which to get 57 runs. Oh, this is super stuff. This is going to become difficult now. Just as long they were just cruising towards a victory, some good bowling by two spinners have got them right back into this contest. In fact, they are in a position of strength now. But if they happen to restrict them for less than 25 runs, they would be in a still stronger position. That's a wide. That's going to help. 29 balls in which to get 56 runs. Oh, that's slashed and that's slashed hard. The ball is swirling, and it will go for a boundary. It wasn't a bad ball. That shot was better. The width on offer, it was taken advantage of. They need a boundary every over. In fact, if they get more than one, that would be of help because they need almost 11.5 runs per over. Kunal and Devi are the two batsmen. Kunal took one wonderful catch. So did Rahul. These three guys have done some good job today. That's fine. That's a good ball. That's a good line. Oh, this is super over from this man. Even the boundary which was hit was slashed. He has bowled 3 dot balls, which is an exception to be bowling it in the 16th over. He's bowling a match-winning over. Because if this over goes for less than 7-8 runs, the target is going to be very stiff. It will become to 12.5 runs per over, which is already stiff. It will become stiffer. And in fact, it will take them to a winning position. This over is just the right over for them. Just 4 runs in this over. This is super bowling from this man. The over gets better. One run added. They still need 52. Super over this has been. 52. 5 runs in 5 balls. That is scintillating stuff by this man. Priyul has bowled really well in his previous spell and now also in this one. What an over this has been. A match winning stuff from this man. Just 6 runs. 51 needed in the next 4. That is exactly 12.75 runs per over. 4 overs, 51 runs needed. Mittal Joshi has a smile on his face because his team is in a very strong position. The other team was running away with it, and right now they are in a winning position. 4 overs, 51 runs to win. 50? 50 runs, in fact. 50 to win. 4 overs, 50 to win. So exactly 12.5 runs per over. Now one good over of 6-7 runs will seal the deal for them. Very crucial over coming up. That is good bowling. They need an over in which they give not more than 6-7 runs. In fact, anything below 10, they would be in a position of strength. Mustangs, they have to see to it that they don't lose too badly. Even if they are losing, they lose it by 5-10 runs. So that would keep them into that qualification scenario for the champions group over there. Such a good contest. This has been one of the better matches of the tournament. Two very tough teams played some hard cricket, quality stuff, superb catches, brilliant fielding, and some exciting batting and bowling. One of the best matches of the DATS tournament. A proper contest, this is what you call. Two very good teams against each other. This is super! Fantastic, in fact. This team is bouncing back, and they are bouncing like a flubber. This is brilliance from them. A crucial over which can make or break for them. In fact, it is making for the fielding team, breaking for the opposition. Brilliance from this man in the last 2 balls. And the good work continues. This is super. "21 balls in which to get 48 runs. This is super stuff. First 3 balls right on spot. Half the job is done, half the job remaining. They need to find a boundary in this over. They need, in fact, to find 2 boundaries in this over. The next 3 balls are going to be crucial. This would be the match-winning over. This guy is bowling a very crucial over. Yeah, Jasdeep, he has been brilliant. He's bowling his 4th over, the final over for him. This is super bowling. Cramping the batter. Jasdeep Kohli is just winning it for his team by his simple, straight bowling. Keep it simple and straight. The old formula for management, keep it simple and straight. He's keeping it that way. The equation is favoring. 2 balls to go. 20 balls in which to get the remaining 47 runs. Brilliance from this. Just 3 runs in 4 balls. Oh, this is super. Yorker. Anything 1 or 2 also won't matter. 2 is fine. 2 is even not bother. This is good bowling by this man. 5 runs in 5 balls. Last ball. In fact, brilliance from this man. 45 needed in the next 19. This is such an encounter. This is super stuff. I still think Mustangs will get out of it. They can still win this one because of that man, Divi. He can be the difference. 19 balls, 45 runs. It's completely swung in the favor of super strikers, but things can change with this Mustangs team. They still have Divi there. 19 balls in which to get 45 runs. This is a very good shot. A fantastic over, match-winning over in fact. They need 44 in the next 3. Brilliance from this man. Jasdeep Singh Kohli has bowled a fabulous spell along with Rohan Pitre for his team. 3 overs in which to get 45 runs. That crucial wicket which Rohan got of Rahul and Varun, in fact Rahul, and things just change after that. They need 14.66 runs per over from here on. 14.66 runs per over is a good equation for the fielding side. But 1 over of 20 runs is what we are talking about as a batting side. We are working almost an hour extra today. These guys, just understand, they have come right at 7 o'clock. So kudos to the young team. Youngsters in their 20s have done a great job of handling the situation well, managing those 4 matches. Zooters are a team of a good combination of youngsters and the seniors. We have a very premier event in Delhi going on, and they have got a very good set of people who are managing the situation here as well. Of course, the two officials, umpire Thandel and also umpire Sumit, have done a great job. 18 balls, 44 runs. It's going to be a long, long wait in the next 3 overs. Oh, that's a big appeal, and that would be leg before the wicket. That certainly looked out. Cross batted shot. The ball was going at a good height. Kunal gets out. Rahul and Kunal both back in the hut. Remember, they were 93 without loss, and in the space of 26 runs, in fact 36 runs, they have lost 3 wickets. And they were motoring along, in fact, motoring along. Run rate was just around 8.5 runs needed, and now it has skyrocketed to almost 15 runs per over. Jairaj is the new man in. Need some lusty blows. They need 3 sixers to win this one. 3 sixers and a couple of boundaries in space of those 3 overs. Oh, this is super from Mittal. What a ball. He gets 2 in 2. Slower delivery does the trick. Mittal Joshi with the smile on his face. This guy can do everything. Field well, skip the side well, bat well and hit those monstrous sixes, and bowl well. That crucial over he has taken charge. How smart he has been. He has kept his over number 18 and 20th for himself. That is taking the responsibility on the shoulders. Very, very good to see a man shouldering the responsibility, taking the bull by his horns on his own, not depending upon others. Oh, that's super bowling from this man. He is not giving any room. That would be a brace. Couples won't, double singles and doubles won't matter to them. Anytime you offer them doubles, they would be happy with it. And he got couple of wickets. He is just sealing the deal with this over, because it will become almost impossible when you get 30-35 runs in 2 overs. More often than not, 90% of the times you win those kind of matches. So good bowling by Rohan, followed by Jasdeep, and now Mittal Joshi putting the icing on the cake. Have got it back almost from a position of no hope. They are winning this one convincingly. Remember, the opposition was 93 without loss, and they were motoring along. Oh, this is super from Mittal Joshi. Brilliance from this man. Great over. Another topping up that good over from Priyul. He's got a strange name. Mostly people get Mittal as the surname. He's got it as a first name, Mittal Joshi. And this man is has a heavy name, but he is doing a heavy job for his team, bowling brilliantly. Those crucial overs, 18th and 20th over, he has taken. So good calculations. Everything is fielded well, batted well. Is bowling a very crucial over and almost winning it for his team. That is super. That's a beautiful, delicate touch. Not a bad ball, but what a good shot that is. That's a boundary which will help but they needed a lot of it. In fact, 2 or 3 in this over. They've just got one. 36 is what the score is, and they are 27 runs away. In fact, 37 runs away. They need 37 more runs. This is good bowling. That will seal the deal. 36 in the next 12 would not be easy. Anything less than 12 or 13 runs will seal the deal for them. But importantly, they have to get closer to 150 to be on a safer side, Mustangs, so that they don't drop on the run rate. And whereas this team would like to keep them below 8-9 runs, just to keep that interest going and just tabletop with the run rate. (137) is what the score is, and they are further away. 36 needed. They need some brilliance. If they want to win this one, they need 4 sixes. 4 big shots to win this one. Divi is still there. Remember, Divi came into bat at over number 1. So right now he must be viewing the ball as a football. He just lost some momentum. One good shot, he will be back. So the match is still on. Oh, that's beautifully done. Divi should be off strike for the fielding team. He is tired, so that would be a factor. But if I am the captain of the team, I would like Divi to take maximum strike. Get those big shots in. Get a couple of boundaries in the initial stages of the over. Go for it now. Consider every ball as the last ball. You never know. You need 4 big shots in 11 balls. Oh, that's smoothly done. But straight to the field. The angles have been covered well. Remember, they are also looking at a number in mind. We feel ki 145 also would be a figure. 150 also would be a figure. That's what JNS Mustangs. These guys are very smart. Even if they lose, they will be table topping, as the net run rate would be on a better side if they come closer to 150. So these guys are very smart. They are not big successful big shots for no reason. These guys are very calculative. They understand the dynamics of the game. This is good bowling. Great bowling. This is just sealing the match. But remember, they should not be missing out because of just 1 or 2 runs. So they should see to it that they go to a position of safety. At least 145 to 150 they should be coming close to. Nine balls remaining in which to get 33 runs. 34 runs, I beg your pardon. 9 balls, 34 runs. They need a boundary or a sixer in the next 2 balls. Oh, that's brilliant bowling. Remember, their net run rate is 2.71. But that would be very close, too close for their liking if they lose by 30 runs or so. They shouldn't be doing that. They should get closer to this target. But that's a fabulous shot. That will race away. They have to run. Why aren't they running? This is not good cricket at all. This is not good cricket. They are playing for the net run rate, but they should be going for their win. Get a few boundaries in. Get a few doubles in. And they lose a wicket of a set batsman. 140. 141. So they need exactly 32 runs to win this one. So 6 balls remaining. The only thing they should be having in mind is that closer to the target. 150, 155. They should be in a position of qualification for the champions group. Remember, even if you get down on third and fourth position, you are there in the challenges group. Any of these teams who drop down will be a firm favorite to win the challenger group as well. The 28 teams would be divided. So that way it will go. Oh, that's nicely done. That's racing away. That would be a couple of runs. Very difficult to sight the ball now. It's become slightly murkier. It's cooler now today. It's slightly cooler. The volunteers are tired. These guys have worked for 17 hours for today. They've done a great job. Still with the energy to go up and down and left. 142. 143. 143 now. Is that another wicket? That's a big appeal. They need to come close to 150. And that's what SVKM will try to treat every ball as a maiden ball. They need to keep them down even. They need to give not more than 1 or 2 runs. That's very close. Oh, this is super shot. They need to run those runs quickly. I don't know what the Mustangs are thinking. Why they are not running hard and going for those seconds when they had the opportunities. They should be going out and treating every ball as important for them. But SVKM's things are going right for them. But that would be a heartbreak for them if they don't qualify just because of the run rate. Because this team has played really well. They had one bad day. But that's a super shot. Straight to the fielder though. Another single. Will take the score to 145. I think that should be taking them to a place of relative safety. Couple of balls remaining. If I am a JNS Mustangs player, I would go for those big shots. Get a couple of boundaries just to be on the safer side of that run rate. You never know with the numbers. The South African great also got it wrong in the World Cup, Sean Pollock. So you never know. That qualification is online. SVKMs will still have a heartbreak in spite of winning this one convincingly. That's beautifully done. They need to go for the second ones. They cannot be there would be no two ways about it. Good work, super stuff. 147 now. The boundary of the last ball will seal the deal for them. The JNS Mustangs, in spite of losing, their interest will be on. They would be still table toppers. So any of these two teams, the tomorrow's team, if they win that one, still one of the teams certain to qualify would be JNS Mustangs in spite of losing. And in spite of winning, SVKM Super Strikers would be worried about the result of the next day. So that's what I'm talking about. In spite of losing, they would be on a better side of... They need to run hard this one. Just one run. So all the work will go to the statistician. 148 runs. They win this one by 24 runs.